Good evening and welcome to the Always Smiling Faces
Every time.
Always Smiling Faces podcast number, the Hosteloo edition.
Would you like me to do it from now on, mate?
No.
Every single week.
That was amazing.
The All in Smiling podcast.
It's so long.
It's because I've been drinking tonight.
Yeah, true.
Mark doesn't normally drink on a weekday, but it's a bank holiday.
He's even at the ring pull. He's at hungry.
It's a bank holiday.
Just they didn't have any bait on downstairs. Jesus.
Podcast.
I love Pop Me.
Right,
Anyway.
so yeah, your questions and answers are back.
Number 21, Hosteloo.
21, yeah. Hosteloo. Speaking of him, Jason Donovan was here on the weekend. That was a run. Did you see that?
Jason, that's awful, that isn't it?
Jesus Christ, that's the scariest thing
Well,
I've
I
ever
think
seen.
worse.
That is really bad. Like,
Fucking hell, here he goes.
Yeah, here he goes again.
Jesus, he's had a drink.
hates that, mate, doesn't he?
It's the Hosteloo edition, so I'm going to wear the Hosteloo mask.
Literally can't hear a word you're saying, mate, because
God,
you're talking through a bit of
awful,
plastic.
Hello.
So yeah, Jason Donovan was at the match. Did you see that photo?
I didn't, mate. No, I didn't.
She was there with Lee Clark and Terry
Mack.
McDermott.
Really?
Yeah.
And Graham,
Graham, that does the
who
talking.
does all the tokens and such like.
Strange one.
I close my eyes.
Yeah, he's caught on, did he?
So people said the banner that the War Flags had done was made out of his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Hey!
That's good.
And I cracked the one especially for Josselou.
Didn't go down.
But then I said Muto. That would have made more sense. So, question answer. Do you take that mask off? You're going to wait for the
No, it's
duration?
the Hosteloo edition, so I'm going to keep it on.
Alright, okay.
Cool.
I'm glad there's no children watch this.
There is. My son watches every week.
Does he?
Daryl sends in. Not Daryl
Does he
Mitchell.
like Perez?
No.
He down the family.
He does like him. He does like him. He just thinks he's lazy.
Do you know that episode?
I wonder why.
Do you know the movie Hook?
Hook?
At the end. So
Rufio!
Yeah, so
yeah.
the Rufio Hook.
Yeah.
So at the end, Captain Hook is on there. I was going to say, what's he called? Obviously Captain Hook. I was going to say Captain Jack Sparrow. So Captain Hook's on there, and he's going.
Be hilarious if he wasn't it.
Peter is at the point where he doesn't realise he's Peter Pan, and he's going, your children's children will know the name of Captain James Hook. That's him with Perez. So literally just putting it through the full generations. Your children's children will know how much I hate Iose Perez.
It's in there. Perez, Sissoko, Ben Arthur.
Yeah.
Or goes all the way back to Paul Kitson. I used to hate Paul Kitson.
Daryl sends in.
Which one?
Not Mitchell Hill. Daryl sends in. If Rafa was properly back in the transfer market, where could you realistically see us finishing? And comments, alright?
There's a ghost just came in.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I don't know. Oh. Sorry. Someone knocked at the door.
Yeah, we had a ghost.
So yeah, so if he's back, where could he finish? The main question is he going to be here to be back?
7th.
I'll take that, to be fair. Jesus, I'll take that.
Well, I seen a stat where I think if we had 7 more points, it might be, or maybe 6 more points, we would be 8th or something like that, maybe close to that. And it's only 2 wins or 3 wins, and you're right up there.
It's so. I seen something today as well that if we win another game by 2 goals,
We're ahead of where we were last season.
no, we'll be on exactly the same as
right now,
what we were.
Right now,
Right now.
exactly the same.
Aye, but by the end of the season, I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Like-
Scary, you know, it's ridiculous.
Crazy.
When you think of it, it's ridiculous. Isn't it?
So Rafa, he's obviously, in Rafa's head, he'll be thinking, I want to beat last year's tally. Obviously, on level with it right now, you've still got a couple of games to go. Which was it, 3 left?
Well, didn't we?
Aye, 2 away in 1 game, innit?
6 in a row.
Well, what shocking at the start of the season.
No, I mean at the end of the season last year.
We went through a horrible
we
spell
were
around Christmas, didn't
absolutely
we?
terrible. Like we couldn't win a game. We just got beat every week towards the end. But I think if we got back properly, at 7th is high. Like I mean, but then again,
You're not going to break. You're not going to break into that.
Oh, I know.
That top 6, are you? You know, like,
but I'd say maybe 8th.
the likes
8th.
when you look at who's rounding about there, the likes of Everton, Wolves are there at the minute because of obviously.
I'd love 10th in a real cup run.
So you know, like
Experience.
no one's really talking about the likes of Leicester and West Ham and what they're doing. A lot of talk is the Newcastle relegation candidates up until last weekend. Really, it was great seeing the stat after the game saying relegation running, and we weren't in that.
Yeah,
it was Southampton and Cardiff and Brighton in that one.
Brighton are done.
Fingers crossed.
I think they might be, you're right, yeah.
But it was great just seeing that we weren't involved in that because normally us scoring the last.
But it's been the last
season.
you know, since Rafa's came, we've had it wrapped up a few weeks before, rather than having to go into the last 1 or 2 games still hoping to get results.
To be fair, if you're giving me right now Rafa staying next season and finishing 7th, I'll snap your hand off.
Jesus Christ,
snap your hand off.
Yeah, but we're not going to finish 7th.
Yeah.
Like just
no.
Let's be fair there.
That was in that hypothetical
in a hypothetical question.
So Jay sends in, Dummett has been fantastic since moving into the centre back spot. Should we keep him
2
there?
weeks.
I think he's always been a centre back, but had a bad game there, Sunderland away, which he's saying.
There's a foul.
And Pardew just hired him out to left back after that. No, I think
he always started. Well, he started at centre back, but then when he started getting into the game and stuff like that, being the first team, he was always out at the left back, and then he had a spell where he got moved into centre half, and he did look better. Because he just defends, which is what he's good at. But what he's not good at is getting forward.
Back where he's looking a bit iffy.
If he's up against somebody that's really tricky, pace, good with the ball at the feet, then he's hopeless.
But even the best.
But just breaking, yeah. But where it's not. Again, if it was somebody that's big, rough and tough, he might bully him around a bit. But he's good alongside other players so that he can just defend.
I think it can be hard for a player to play left back for as long as he has, and then have to go to centre half for a game here and then go back to left back. That can be hard, because it's a totally different position. It's quite hard to do that. And I thought on Saturday he was absolutely amazing. Yeah. But the one thing that he'll always give you, he gives you the bravery that he has. He's willing to head at anything. He'll put his head anywhere to try and stop a goal. And you kind of question his.
The thing I like modern day football, like you see the defenders try and nick the ball just to break with it, so they'll try and nick it, like just tap it away from player and try and sort something.
Play out from the back.
Dummett won't.
No,
Dummett
he
will just safety first. He just break that out of anyone. Yep. Like he'll slide and tackle anyone.
Realistically, he knows he's not. He knows he's not good enough to do that.
In the mill.
It's safety first. That's the first rule of or should be the first rule of defending is get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself under pressure and bring it on. He defends. That's what he's good at. He's good at defending. When he's at left back, that's where he's then his weaknesses are showing up because he doesn't like to get forward and support.
Yep. So Joseph Borg sends in, when is the Gallagher Shots night out with fans happening?
Every week.
Every week, basically every week apart from Deka.
No, I'll not be there. No, I'll be there for that though. If we're like in the season or something.
We'll do something in the summer.
I do something in the summer because it's not happening, is it?
So I mentioned it in the group.
Are you allowed out on Saturday yet? Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Quarterly, jobby, isn't it as well?
It's quarterly, but
what's going on there? Because when we were at the match, it got announced that it was at 12:30.
But it didn't get announced, but they said that the rumours are that it's going to be 12:30. Then by full time,
because it started off at 8:15. Everybody thought it was 8:15, and then all of a sudden it went to 12:30. Got published on all of the sites saying it was a 12:30
Klopp
kickoff.
said he wanted a latest kickoff,
and then
I'm getting it.
It's one of those things where it's one of those situations where I'm like borderline, am I going to make it or not?
Yeah, it worked like.
So Wallace is away. Wallace is in Cardiff. And obviously I can get my mum to go watch the kids, but then the last game of the season, home game, it's just basically go out and get as pissed as I possibly can.
To be fair, if we do what we did on Saturday, if we go out,
last game of the season is like
if we go out at dinner time again, then
it's chaos.
Because I like that, but I went out early and then.
But then last game of the season, it's
I was home by 10:30
for ourselves. God knows how many years we've had it where last game is a home game, and normally we get blitzed. Like ridiculous.
So that's why I'm glad it's on the Saturday.
Was that the time you tried to ignore when you walk past it?
Probably. Probably.
So we'll arrange a night out. Also, I mentioned
we'll be out for the Liverpool game though.
I mentioned in the group last week that I'm hoping to get some sort of talking arranged for the start of next season. So a few weeks before the start of the season. So watch out for that. We've even got a venue arranged. So watch out for that.
Fancy.
It's not my dining room.
We're not going to host it.
You're not invited.
We're not going to host it because we literally can't get the words out. So we'll get Emil to do that because that's his job. It's basically his job to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So we won't be anywhere near a stage or a microphone. Right? Is that
shit.
We will.
We'll just have a drink. We'll get other people to do the work. Raise some money for charity. Do you know, like when you done that trolley push and you didn't push a trolley?
I did.
You took a lot of selfies that day though.
I did. When you hang on a second, you were given actual Facebook Live updates of where we were when I was coming down the road and
whilst pushing a trolley.
Impossible. No, you weren't. Actually, you wasn't.
I don't even think you lay hands on a trolley that day.
It was a good day out that though, wasn't it?
It's not my job.
So people don't realise we pushed 3 full shopping trolleys from South Shields to St James's Park.
Class, wasn't it?
It was good going, and it was freezing
in reverse.
Then we got
with trolleys.
We
did have cans to help along the way.
Aye, but you couldn't really drink it because you're pushing the trolleys, just shaking, just drink going everywhere. So yeah, next one is Daryl Mitchell-Hill. He sends in, now that the Liverpool game is sorted, how do you think an all-day session will affect the atmosphere at St James's Park?
It'll be mint, because it was mint on Saturday.
He says, I thought the crowd was bubbly. Bubbly and lively.
Yes, we were definitely bubbly.
Bubbly and lively on Saturday.
We're even more bubbly by...
I've never heard a crowd atmosphere.
By 9 and 10 o'clock on the Saturday night.
It was a bubbly crowd.
It's a bubbly one.
West Ham fans.
The guy that sits next to me dad fell asleep.
Alright, okay.
Missed a lot. He only woke up when the Almiron foul. He woke up and he went, what's happened like?
Is it
because he'd been in the sunshine on the pop all day?
I was thinking, actually we've been playing well and he's fell asleep.
So the old fella that sits behind me,
he's
hurt his leg.
Alright.
So he's in the front row, so he's no longer near us.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He's moved sick because he's hurt his leg?
He's on crutches.
Alright.
Did he get like a disabled seat? Or has he just moved?
I think he just swapped with someone.
He's probably been put as a new ball boy. Because the ball boys are all... Well, I couldn't say it.
He must be the most miserable ball boy. Most miserable boy. I can't get my words out. Right? So you I'm gonna get it with that bubbly.
Yes, everybody's gonna be mortal again.
Did well,
imagine if the weather's like it was on Saturday. It'd be fantastic.
Especially, so he says it was bubbly and lively. Especially
Can you
after
stop saying bubbly and lively?
You what?
We should name this the Bubbly and Lively podcast.
Is that not the name of West Ham's?
At one point, hello, type bubbly.
Hello, welcome to the Bubbly Lively podcast.
Like, at what point did you think bubbly, then not delete it? Like, oh yeah, bubbly.
Bubbly.
Does it say bubbly?
No. Oh, it does. I thought the ground was bubbly and lively on Saturday.
He only thought that because he came out with us pre-match, so he was off his tits.
What time did he send that? Was he pissed?
He sent it 5 hours ago.
Nah, he couldn't have been pissed that time.
He'd have been up since 2 o'clock.
He must have just been
on the trains.
lovely in the street.
Just feel happy about life.
Like a bubbly day today.
Love it.
He also mentions Almiron as well, saying the injury.
So Almiron says if their injury...
There was a point to his question. He wasn't just telling what was bubbly and lively.
Has ended his season.
How
big of a miss will Almiron be?
The bubbles burst.
The bubbles
burst.
It's no longer bubbly now, is it? Bit like Almiron's hamstring.
Yeah.
It's bossed.
So yeah, he's going to be missed.
That's not a word, you know.
What, bossed?
Nah,
it's not a word.
Because it burst.
It's because it's burst.
But boss not a word.
No, it's
Boston?
not. No, it's our abbreviation of burst.
Yeah.
It's also said in Birmingham. Bossed.
So yeah, he's out for the remainder of the season now. But was safe, so
he was good. Bless him, wasn't he? Pure lad.
He's been desperate for that goal. That's why he's been desperate for it.
I think that's a bit of his problem when he gets in front of goal. Is he's that desperate to score? He's snatching at the ball and fluffing his chances a little bit.
Yeah.
But Daniel Bird sends in, how much would Perez cost in today's market?
Well,
lot more than 1.5 million.
I had a chat with left to go with my dad. My dad loves Perez. He always has. Always defends him.
You should just put him in ruin mark.
Honestly,
get your dad on the podcast.
Ask your dad what he thinks about his defending abilities.
He always defends him.
We should just put it out there that Deka's dad hates the podcast.
No, he doesn't hate it. He doesn't hate it.
It's up there.
It's up there though. It's up there with Brexit and Diame.
It's got no structure. We just basically turn off.
Yeah.
And just chat shit.
He hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. That's why he literally. I remember one time I was going to the match and did you listen to the podcast? He went, "I shite." Honestly. But he likes Perez, right?
That's from your dad.
That's what's wrong with him. He likes Perez.
And I said to my dad, honestly, right, I think you could get on the form that he's on now. I think you could really get big money for him.
Big money as in
like Sissoko money.
Really?
25, maybe even 30.
If somebody's only watched them for the last 12 games,
Almiron with them.
Definitely.
No, I think
they'll have to take Almiron with them.
If he's worth 20, right? If Almiron's worth 20, which we've paid,
yeah,
Perez has to be worth. To be worth the same, if not more.
If he was to go in the summer, and if we take any less than 15 for him, we're idiots.
We're not going to sell him for £15 million.
No, it's going to be over 20.
Has to be.
Oh, you hear what's on downstairs?
Has to be.
Sooner of the night.
The Raves on downstairs again.
No, about 20 odd million. I'd say easy.
So you're looking 20.
You'd probably, in fairness, you'd get 25 to 30 million.
How old is he again?
Still
23?
Nah, he's older than that.
About 25 maybe. If he's
younger he's the same sort of age as Almiron, isn't he?
If he's younger than 26,
that's one of the other things that people harp on about. I still don't get why people are still going on about the fact he cost 1.5 million. He cost 1.5 million 15 years ago.
He's 25.
He's 25.
Yeah. He's only just turned 25.
28 to 30 million for him. Yep.
Yeah. You would.
Yeah, I really do. Would you pay that for him? No, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't pay that.
Well, looking from an outsider, you probably would.
So this is difficult because now you're saying almost yes, but you think he should.
In market value, as you've just said, you've paid 20 million for Almiron. Fair enough, he had a very, very good season, stuff like that. Over in the MLS, but it's a totally different league over there, isn't it?
Of course it is.
So you've got to think he's got some premium on top of that.
Of course he has.
You ask his value at the start of the season or Christmas, it's nowhere near that.
I totally agree.
So now Perez comes with the title of a proven Premier League player.
Of course he does, definitely, yes.
And that's what puts the value a bit.
Almiron
comes as a
he's
foreign,
unknown, isn't he?
A complete foreign
he's
object, really.
I mean, he's 25. Perez has been a regular for at least, 6 years?
Do you know what annoys us? Sorry, I'm just saying about money in ex-player. Sissoko there, he can't play the Champions League semi-final, isn't he?
But
and they got Wijnaldum.
He's been great for Spurs this season.
He's been alright.
He's turned things
around.
Even
like the Spurs fans are saying, like he
I watched him miss an open goal almost against Liverpool when he should have killed the game off.
But the Spurs fans, obviously I don't watch the Spurs games like left, right and centre.
I do. They're shite. He's shite.
But the Spurs fans are saying he's up there for player of the season.
They're all shite. Ali's shite.
Aye, Ali is shite.
I hate them, me, you know. Next question.
Oh, you really do hate Spurs?
I hate them, honestly, I do.
James sends in
a bubbly question. I
think you replied to this one already, mate.
It's a good one, isn't it?
So he says,
I think it's good.
I know that you guys are confident Rafa is staying.
We
could start next week. Well, last week we were, mate. But he says next season we could start without Rafa, Rondon, Hayden, Diame or Lejeune, and we could also put Perez in there. He says
he does.
Obviously Lejeune will be injured, so he says possibly we could be selling Shelvey, Perez and Richie.
We're not going to sell Perez.
Do you not think?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Even if he puts a transfer request in?
He won't.
He won't do that.
Well, I thought he was going to do it last season. No. Perez.
Richie will only go if we sign a replacement, because the one
you can't physically replace Richie. As like for
like
you can't.
I agree. But the one thing that it's constantly brought up about Richie and is the thing that it's why Rafa takes him off every single his game is his stamina and his ability to keep going to the end and his lack of pace.
I'd take his wholehearted for 80 minutes.
100%, I would as well.
Someone play 90 minutes.
Of course, he can replace him.
He can play 90 minutes, he's done it.
Yeah.
Quite a few times this season.
Of course, he can put a player in his position and say, we'll replace him. But what you're getting elsewhere, other than a left wing back at the moment.
Yeah, when you see it, you can't
replace up there. You cannot replace that.
You can replace the position. But if you're saying like for like, you can't.
I wouldn't sell him.
I wouldn't
any amount of money.
No way. But the question, what he's saying is right though. There's so much.
That first group of players that he said that 100% we are going to be without them. None of them are going to be here.
Rafa is in there.
Rafa's the debatable one for us.
He's not going.
Rondon, as much as I hate to say it, I think as the weeks are going by, I unfortunately don't think we're going to.
I don't think we'll see.
We'll do it unless, like I said the other week, West Brom don't come up, and Gale continues to stay at West Brom on loan, and we keep Rondon on loan for another season. That then takes them both to the end of their contract.
We'll have to sign.
But
so West Brom could equally. He should be back for the start of the season, though, shouldn't he?
Yeah, but you've
touch and go, though, isn't it? Yeah.
His knees are just busting.
I know, it's like both knees as well, isn't it?
Left, right.
If he comes back as quickly and as strongly as he did from his last one, then great. He might be thereabouts at the start of the season.
But what's he going to be like up there now with both knees?
It worries me, his knees, it really does, honestly. He's had more problems than Mabao.
Look the way he's came back this season. He's been. I've said it a lot of times. He's the best defender.
She has a question for him. Obviously, we're worried about injury wise now with Lejeune. If there was big money, well, not even big money, but like, say if someone comes in now and says 25 million for him, do you sell him?
No. For who, sorry?
For Lejeune?
No.
Just for the risk of.
Oh!
what could happen?
Absolutely.
Would you?
25 million? What are you on about? I'd carry him.
Now, honestly, I think he's the best defender we've got at the club.
Bollocks.
So if he wasn't to get injured, okay, I could see if he finished the season fit. I could see someone like Arsenal or Spurs coming in for him and paying a ridiculous amount of money for him.
I think he's a Spurs player, personally.
Yeah.
When I see him play,
I'm saying 25 million for the. If he had stayed fit and he wasn't injured, I could see more than that.
No one's touched him with these knees. I'm sorry, and I'll read you right. But if you're getting offered 25 million for someone,
You make it sound like he's breaking bloody snapping his knee every week.
Well, he snapped 2. He's only got 2.
He's only got 2.
And he's done them both. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
He's got a 100% ratio of snapping his knees.
I know he did the other one twice, didn't he?
So 3 times
Has he done one of them twice?
He's done it 3 times.
Has he?
3 times?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, he's right. No, he's right. 3 times. And that worries me. Like, if someone said to me 25 million, which by the way, nobody is doing that. If someone did, all the best. Thanks.
See, I like him.
I'd be happy with the Fernandez's and the Shaws and all the rest of them. Happy with them.
So next one is Unibrow Mario.
Well, the rest of them are away. Diame, I don't think will get given a contract again because of his age. He's got to start 2 more games. Because that's because we all thought he just had to play 2 more games, but no, it's actually stuck because he's been back on Radio Newcastle over the weekend.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. So next one,
2-year contract. He said if the club have offered him. Well, I don't think they can offer him it until he gets to those 2 games. But he wants a 2-year contract. So if somebody else offers him a 2-year contract somewhere else, then
someone will.
He's going to be away.
Someone will. Next one is which is a better side: Perez with his fingers in his ears, or Rafa pocketing his glasses, or a Fabian Schär in space with 30 yards out.
Rafa's glasses.
Rafa glasses because you know you won a game.
Rafa's glasses.
Yeah, Perez's celebration is mental, isn't it? It's really grew on me. I thought it was class on Saturday. Like.
So at first, you were thinking,
first.
you little bastard, you're doing this just because obviously we've criticised him. We've had a right to criticise you.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
Yeah. He was like. So at first he was doing it against the fans because the fans booed him off the pitch the game before, which we don't agree with. Like all 3 of us said we shouldn't be booing players off the pitch, but we can't criticise a player.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And he was getting criticism, and rightly so.
Absolutely right.
And that's where that came from. And he's carried it on.
I just wish more people would remember that fact.
Yeah, there's a lot of people now saying I've always supported him.
Always loved him. He's been brilliant all season. It's not.
I've never booed him off the field ever.
I've never booed him off the.
I remember them days, and I would have to say it 30,000 were.
Exactly.
But that's what football is, though.
Fickle.
That's what football is. It's just
every single one of it.
I'll tell you. You go back, and I know you're gonna not like this, but when Mitrovic scored against Sunderland in that derby, right, top off hugging the fan or whatever.
I loved that, mate.
Yeah.
Nobody had a bad word to say about Mitrovic at that time, at that era. And then when we sold him, I think me and you were the only ones that liked him.
I always liked him.
There's still people now giving him shit.
I still having a go.
Didn't you play for it?
Well, and that's the thing that gets to me is when people just go on and on and on about it.
No, but I certainly don't want to go down this route. I was just meaning how fickle and how quickly things change. I mean, for example, Kennedy. We all wanted to break with transfer.
Well, this time last season, we
transfer for him, and he's absolute shit.
And then the whole
there's something not right.
People were saying, people wanted to keep Mitrovic over Rondon. We didn't want to keep him over.
I know.
Like that wasn't an option.
There was nobody that
really annoys me.
It wasn't an option. Like obviously Rondon's came in and done great. But
I was thrilled we got Rondon because I knew he was alright. I didn't think he'd be quite this good, but I knew he was good. But I wanted to have both.
People like to use the Mitrovic as a hatred towards him and think how can we possibly make people think fucking idiot for supporting him when he was a Newcastle player. He's a Newcastle player. You support every single one of them.
Well, you should, but they don't.
No. There's a lot of fans that I don't want to go on about. There's a lot of fans, Newcastle fans, that wanted Mitrovic to fail.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of them.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I guarantee it, right? If they weren't at the game and the Newcastle had scored and they got the phone out and checked and they seen it was him, and go, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
that's what was happening.
Do you reckon?
100%. Absolutely 100%. I'm
not sure if I'd take it that. Fuck.
I'm telling you.
Even I celebrate when Perez scores.
Just mate, you're doing that on Saturday night. You're in the pub doing this.
I was definitely pissed.
Yeah, definitely. Next one, Rook sends in. Do you think defensive upgrades are needed? Midfielders are obviously going to come and go this off-season, but do you believe that the defence needs some tuning?
No, none.
I'm happy with the defence. Well, Yedlin maybe right back. I think I would be if there was someone else to win. I don't hate Yedlin, but I think it could be improved.
Just getting so much stick of late.
No, I think it could be improved. But every position could be improved.
I think Yedlin has it in his locker to be the person that we think he can be, or that position that we need he can do.
Yedlin is brilliant going forward.
I
don't think he's brilliant. No, I'm sorry. No,
some
he's
of
not.
his crosses have been
It's terrible. It's terrible. But he's got pace. Yeah. And I've said this time and time again. Anyone that's got pace, I want.
Gets in those positions.
I want anyone with pace. I'd have 11 Yedlin's me. He'd win every game, man.
And I don't think he'd look as bad if he had more help in front of him.
Oh, Perez.
There he goes.
Oh, Perez.
Well, not because even like if Perez and Almiron played on the opposite sides to each other, I don't think you would see as much problems down that side because of what Almiron gives you.
I think Manquillo has been so much better at right back
defensively.
He's like Dummett at left back.
Yeah,
he defends.
Yeah, but he's still got Perez in front of him, and he's doing really well. Defensively, doing well. And he's got Perez.
Except when he's got 3 players up against him.
Well,
so, next one. Neil sends in. Now that Almiron is out for the rest of the season, do you think that Perez will still play as well as he has done? Or will his form drop?
I'm hoping we'll see Muto.
I do.
Sorry,
I agree.
He brought an Atsu though, didn't he?
I agree.
Atsu might play, but I would love to see Muto just...
I don't think Atsu did badly when he came.
No, he didn't. But I want Muto to get full tilt now just till the end.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll get it.
I like Muto.
Sorry, what was the question? I've changed it there, sorry.
So will basically Perez carry on his form, or will it drop now that it'll drop?
I think everyone's will drop.
Yeah.
I think we'll do what we did before, where we're safe, and I think you'll see it. Unfortunately, we did it last time, didn't we? We were safe. We didn't win again. We never won.
I don't think Rafa will let those.
But we did though.
Let the standards.
We did it before.
Last season
we didn't win a game in 5 games. We didn't win a game.
I think
we're absolute shit.
We're guaranteed safety.
We won the last game.
The game after we were fucking dog shit.
Terrible.
We've got Brighton on Saturday night. Then we've got Liverpool next Saturday night. Last home game.
Do you know what it is, that Liverpool game? We know there's a lot riding on it for them, right? And I want them to win the league, to be fair. But it would have been mint if I had Shea and Almiron for that one, wouldn't it? Because we're not going to have them over.
There's a question about that one.
Two best players.
There's a question about what you just said there. So we'll finish on Neil's, then go back to that question. He says, how many more times this season do you think Deka will be using his catchphrase?
We won, you know. Mm-hmm. The Brighton game. And that's it.
Brighton was.
Oh, we've got Fulham, haven't we?
I reckon all 3.
Fulham.
No.
What?
I think we'll get a draw against Liverpool.
Oh no.
I think we could.
Last home game of the season, we normally do well.
Yeah, they've only lost once this whole season.
Sort of Man City.
They're under massive pressure.
But let's keep winning.
Man City's won the last 10, haven't they? We were the last team that
yeah, we knocked them into shape, I think.
Man City have got their game in hand, which will put them back.
Is it against Man United?
Yeah, it's on Wednesday.
Hump them now.
Right, so we'll end on this one, which is sent in by Kevin Monaghan. He says, would you rather beat Liverpool to stop them winning the title, or beat Brighton to relegate them?
Beat Brighton.
100%.
110%.
Beat Brighton. I want Liverpool to win them. Beat Brighton.
I do.
I've got quite a few friends that are Liverpool season ticket holders and stuff like that. And
like me.
I remember as a kid Liverpool being a fantastic team, and
I love Klopp. Love Klopp.
Got nothing against.
And we all love Chris Hughton. We all love Chris Hughton. We've got a great connection with Chris Hughton.
I love Chris Hughton. I hate everything else to do with Brighton.
There's something about that I just don't like them. I think it's a championship season. The reason why I don't like them, because the penalties that we're getting every single week,
knockouts enough.
And the loving that they had, saying, "Oh, little plucky Brighton."
Bruno, I hate him as well.
Aye.
Bruno.
Is he still there?
I think he might be.
I don't think he's captain. I think he's not. He's getting his game, like, but.
I know. I'd rather see Brighton go down or beat Brighton to make them go down.
That would be fantastic, yeah.
Is it even possible? Any team that has
no, it won't be possible now. But everyone should have one of them champion scarves in our end, which would be really fun.
We got one where it's in the bag, mate.
Imagine everyone just had them.
We couldn't officially relegate them, but if we beat them and Cardiff win,
we could have been nailing the coffin.
That's them.
Swapping places.
Yeah. Definitely, I would choose
and
that
then they've got each other to play after that.
Fuck, what a game
that
is.
Brighton and Cardiff.
We've already played.
He's
off again. He's off again with his fixture. Jesus. Right, everybody.
Cardiff did beat Brighton.
And we still weren't safe.
See how my dad loves the show, eh? You can understand why things have changed.
Right, everybody, thanks for watching once again. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Why has he been facing that way that whole time?
Because he moved it, he's still got his mask on his head, man.
See what Game of Thrones.
Right, thank you. Love you all. Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, say, Lou.
They've still got each other playing.